Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to explain a Chinese fantasy film called The Inhuman Master, released in 2021. Do not waste your time, be ready for some spoiler ahead. The film opens with the narration that tells us about the past story between the human and the demon. In the past, humans and the demon have lived together in harmony, but later, everything is changed after the demon emperor named Xiangliu, who is a nine-headed serpent and gathered many of the evil demons to invade the human land. Fortunately, the Inhuman Master has fought back and cut off one head of Xiangliu by using the powerful weapon called the Tushan sword and killed Xiangliu. Even though Xiangliu has died, but his soul is still alive, so the Inhuman Master has locked this soul into a supernatural artifact called the Scale Stone, and it has been kept in the Inhuman Bureau and guarded for all generations. Jumps to the present day. One night, the Inhuman Bureau is attacked by the evil demon, who sneaks out of the demon prison and wants to steal the Scale Stone. The elder and his students hurry to protect the Scale Stone from the evil demon, but when they arrived, many of the students who guard the Scale Stone are killed, while the only survivor is a half-breed between human and the demon race named Qingming. Qingming explains to everyone that the demon who sneaks out of the demon prison wants to steal the Scale Stone but fails, and a talented senior student named Simu is also killed. After listening to Qingming's explain, the elder seems to doesn't believe him and orders the students to arrest him because the elder thinks Qingming is a culprit. No choice, Qingming decides to cast the teleport spell to leave while his junior named Baini also arrives as well. Baini then asks the elder about what happens, and the elder tells her that Qingming is the culprit, but she seems doesn't believe this. However, she doesn't say anything while she also finds Qingming's bellflower bracelet, which he accidentally drops when he escapes. After that, the movie jumps to 7 years later. The captain guards named Boya is escorting the tribute out of the city. Not long after, Boya and his guards arrived in a forest, while a few guards say that Boya shouldn't get this mission because it is a duty of the Inhuman Bureau, and now it is the Ghost Festival period as well. During talking, they are faced with a mysterious being who has 3 faces and wants to rob the tributes from them. After seeing this, Boya hurries to attack the mysterious being, and he manages to cut off its head, thinking that the mysterious being died. But unfortunately, the mysterious being picks up the head back and starts to attack Boya again. Seeing this, all the guards who watch the fighting between Boya and the being running away and hide because they think Boya is unable to win the being. But not long after, Boya manages to reveal the fact of the creature and turns that the creature is disguised by 3 of the ferrets. Even though the fact reveals, the ferrets still attack Boya until a mysterious man shows up and casts the spell, making a mini explosion in the fight. It turns that the man is Qingming, who wants to help the ferrets because he is a person who orders the ferrets to rob this tribute. Knowing this, Boya tries to arrest Qingming, but Qingming casts the spell at Boya, making he is fallen every time he steps. Boya then is unable to do anything, so Qingming orders his spirit guardians who hide in the forest to pick up the tribute before they return to the base. After Qingming and his spirit guardians leave, Boya finds the spell of Qingming, while he believes that Qingming is a worker in the Inhuman Bureau. Cuts to the base. After successes to robbery, Qingming and his spirit guardians have rested in harmony. But meanwhile, the 3 ferrets inside the forest are keeping some tributes for themselves as well. At the same time, the Inhuman Bureau is sneaked in by the 2 wind demons, and one of the students is lured by the demons as well. After that, this student goes to the demon prison and kills many of the guards, before the elder and his students hurry to stop him. Not long after, the elder and Baini have arrived, and Baini has helped the lured student to turn back to normal. But suddenly, she notices that everyone in the Inhuman Bureau has gathered at the demon prison, so means that the Scale Stone Tower is losing. Meanwhile, the 2 demons have already sneaked into the Scale Stone Tower and kill many of the guards, before they manage to dissolve the tower to free the Scale Stone. After that, one of the demons flies to take the Scale Stone, but suddenly, Baini arrives and manages to seal the Scale Stone back, making this demon is stuck on the tower. Seeing this, another demon flies to get the stone from him and flies away from the Inhuman Bureau. Seeing this, Baini hurries to pursue the demon, and she manages to fire an arrow at the demon, making he is plunge into the forest. Accidentally, where he is plunged as the place that the 3 ferrets are keeping their property. In addition, the demon lost his grab, making the Scale Stone roll near the ferrets, making the ferrets take it to be their property. The demon then tries to take it back, but suddenly, the guards of the Inhuman Bureau arrive and attack him to demand the Scale Stone. No choice, the demon decides to escape from the guards without the Scale Stone, while one of the guards finds the truth that the stone is in hands of the 3 ferrets. After that, the guard attacks them to demand it back, until one of the ferrets, feeling frightened, causing he has swallowed the stone into his body. Immediately, the others 2 ferrets appeared and knocked out the guard before they managed to escape from there. At the same time, the winged demon arrives at the base and tells everything that has happened to his master is known as the ice demon. The ice demon then believes that the 3 ferrets who dare to take the scale stone must be the spirit guardians of Qingming because he is the one which always loots and robs the valuables. In addition, to punish the wind demon after he fails the mission, the ice demon freezes him before another mysterious demon in there releases his evil hand and kills the wind demon. Cuts to Qingming's base. The 2 ferrets are taking the unconscious ferret, who swallows the scale stone inside the home, while they try to be silent after doesn't return all night. But not long after, they are still spotted by Qingming, and he asks them about what happens. The 2 ferrets explain to Qingming that the unconscious ferret has swallowed something inside his body, but they don't know what it is. After hearing this, Qingming tries to heal the ferret, but suddenly, the dark magic blows out of the ferret's mouth and covers on Qingming's face, leading him inside an illusion. Because the scale stone is created to lock Xiangliu's soul, so inside the illusion, he meets Xiangliu's soul, who tells him that the scale stone now doesn't control by the Inhuman Bureau and Qingming has the destiny to help him for resurrecting. After hearing this, Qingming manages out off of the illusion, and then he locks the unconscious ferret into a room before finding the truth about all this. Because inside the illusion, the former evil demon emperor tells Qingming that he will going to resurrect, so Qingming decides to go to the demon realm to find the Tushan sword to stop the evil demon. Meanwhile, the Inhuman Bureau is messing after the scale stone is lost. The elders then gathered with Chief Baini, telling her that the guard in the scene claims that the ferrets as known as Qingming's spirit guardians have looted the scale stone. Hearing this, Baini decides to arrest Qingming by herself, while the movie flashback when she and Qingming were a child. In the flashback, the elder explains to her and other students that their duty in the Inhuman Bureau is keeping the scale stone. After that, the elder orders a junior student named Simo to train the other students to chant the protection spell to protect the scale stone. Later on, Simo leads the others to chant the spell, but during that time, Qingming is interrupted by the voice of Xiangliu. Xiangliu tells Qingming that Qingming is a half-breed, so he is also the demon, and he must side with the demon. Seeing Qingming is losing his mind, Simo tries to approach him, but suddenly, Qingming makes a mini explosion power causing Simo to fly away. Simo then gets up and tries to manage Qingming again. As the result, Qingming turns back to normal and Simo tells other students who see this scene must keep it to be secret. After the flashback, the movie jumps to the present, when Baini is praying to Simo's tomb and claims that she will arrest Qingming to revenge for Simo. At the same time, at the court of the guard in the city, Boya is punished after the tributes have been robbed. The leader orders Boya to take the tributes back for 3 days, and if he is unable to do, all his property will confiscate. Later on, Boya goes to find the information about Qingming until he arrives at a small market, where the residents tell him that if he wants to find Qingming in the demon realm, he should ask a person named Yanyanlo, who is an expert between human world and demon world. After that, Boya goes into Yanyanli's tent, while a voice of girl asks him about the reason that he comes here. Boya then tells her that he wants to find Qingming to arrest him after Qingming robs the tributes. Hearing this, a mysterious girl starts to attack and ties him, before she reveals her name is Xinla, while the real Yanyanlu is also tied by her. Xinla then robs the demon realm's map from Yanyanlu, but he tells her that even though she has the map, she is still unable to inside the demon realm because there is only the spell from Inhuman Bureau that can help the normal human into there. Hearing this, Boya tells her that he has the spell, which Qingming used to cast at him, and he claims that he maybe can help her inside there. Hearing this, Xinla requests Boya to travel together, and she promises to help him to arrest Qingming as well. After that, the two go to find Qingming at the demon realm, and not long after, they arrive at the gateway to inside the demon realm. But what is the matter? The gateway to inside the demon realm is the cliff, while there doesn't have a bridge. Seeing this, Xinla takes the spell from Boya to open the way, but it still doesn't work. After that, she accidentally rips the spell causing a bridge to appear, which means that this is the way to inside the demon realm. After seeing this, the two are very happy, and then they go inside. Inside the demon realm, Xinla spits the plum leaf water at Boya, while she claims that it helps him to cover the human scent. After that, the two continue to find Qingming until they see a red tower, where the port master lives, and Qingming always business in there. After knowing this, the two decide to wait for Qingming nearly the Red Tower, and they also spend their time visiting what's new nearly there. Not long after, Qingming arrives and Xinla hurries to meet him, and she tells him that Boya wants to arrest him in the prison. After hearing this, Qingming seems doesn't care, and he also casts the spell at Boya, causing he is able to control Boya's hand as well. Seeing this, Xinla requests Qingming to cast the spell at her like Boya, because her purpose which wants to find Qingming, just wants to take him to be her master. However, Qingming doesn't care about her, and he manages Boya's hand to catch her, and he goes inside the Red Tower. Not long after, Qingming meets the Portmaster, and he demands the Tushan sword from the Portmaster, which the sword is kept in there since Xiangliu is killed. Hearing this, the Portmaster seems doesn't want to give the sword to Qingming, because the Tushan sword is the most powerful weapon which the former Inhuman Master used to kill the Demon Emperor. No choice, Qingming promises to the Portmaster that he will provide the two humans' life to him and exchanges with the Tushan sword. Hearing this, the Portmaster agrees with this deal, and the two humans' life is Boya and Xinla. Boya then is captured by the Portmaster to fight in the arena with the demon to earn the money from the bet, while Xinla is captured to be the hostage. Because Boya is a captain guard of the city, the arena is hotter, and his competitor is a top fighter in the demon realm is known as the Red Ghost. However, Boya seems doesn't afraid of the Red Ghost, because the Red Ghost is just a little demon. After that, the fight is started, while Boya gets the advantage on the demon, and he hits the demon so cruelly. But surprisingly, every time that the Red Ghost gets hit by Boya, his body is also bigger, and this is the reason that he always wins in the arena. Later on, the Red Ghost manages to fight back at Boya, while Boya now seems to be a toy for the demon. Seeing this, Qingming casts a spell which the form of the paper bird inside the arena, while the Portmaster is taking him to take the Tushan sword. Not long after, the Portmaster and Qingming arrived in the room to keep the Tushan sword, while the sword is strictly protected with the strong chains. Qingming then manages to cut off all the chains out of the sword and wants to take the sword, but suddenly, he is surrounded by the Inhuman Bureau's guards, who want to arrest him and demand the scale stone. The guards then start to attack him, but because Qingming used to learn and train at the Inhuman Bureau, so he is able to escape so easily. Jumping into the arena, the Red Ghost is getting the advantage on Boya, and he almost kills Boya, but suddenly, the spell from Qingming arrives and manages toward the Red Ghost, causing him to fall every time he steps. At the same time, Qingming tries to flee from the guards until he meets Baini, who claims that Qingming is a thief that has stolen the scale stone from the Inhuman Bureau. Hearing this, Qingming hurries to flee from her because since the scale stone is stolen, he does not know even a bit. Even though he claims that he is innocent, but Baini still pursues him until he casts the illusion spell to make a chance to ask her about what happens. Inside the illusion, Baini tells Qingming to stop pretending to be innocent, because the three ferrets, who are controlled by him, are the thieves. Hearing this, Qingming still doesn't believe because the ferrets are the spirit guardians, which means that they are unable to betray their master. After talking, Baini breaks the illusion spell and wants to arrest Qingming, causing him to continue to flee. Jumping into the arena, after the Red Ghost is fallen every time he steps, Xinla is interested that the Red Ghost turns to be small after his nose gets damaged. Knowing this, Boya rushes to hit the Red Ghost at his nose so cruelly. As the result, the demon is turned back to be small. After that, Boya holds an axe to prepare to kill the Red Ghost in exchange for his freedom, but he doesn't do it. Instead, he allows the Red Ghost to be survival, and he decides to free himself and Xinla in his way. He then takes Xinla to flee out of the arena, but suddenly, many of the demon guards surround them, causing them to have no way to escape. Immediately, the Red Ghost shows up and helps them to pay for the kindness, after Boya doesn't kill him in the arena. Meanwhile, Qingming and Baini are demanding a box, which keeps the Tushan sword, but Baini thinks something in the box is the scale stone. The two try to take the box by using the strongest power. As the result, the box is broken, making the sword is dropped down to nearly Boya. Seeing this, Boya takes the sword to threaten the demon guards, until he is able to out the Red Tower. Outside the Red Tower, Boya, Xinla, and the Red Ghost are surrounded by the demon guards, but suddenly, Qingming arrives and helps them, because the Tushan sword is in hands of Boya. A little after, the Inhuman Bureau's guards also arrive and manage to attack Qingming, while Qingming also casts the protection spell to defend. Unfortunately, one of the guards attacks him from behind, but immediately, Baini shows up and defends him, causing she is injured. Because the Inhuman Bureau has made Baini injured, Qingming has attacked them so cruelly by using the power of the demon power, before he casts the teleport spell to leave. After that, he takes Baini to his base, while Boya, Shenla, and the Red Ghost are arrived there, during casts the spell as well. Qingming then takes Baini inside the house, and he tends her wound. In addition, he finds his bellflower bracelet nearly her, which he loses since 7 years ago. Meanwhile, the movie flashback when he and Baini were a child. It turns that, Baini gives the bellflower bracelet to him to confirm that she is the master of him, to remind him when he is unable to control himself from the power of demon blood. Baini claims that when Qingming has the master, so he is unable to be the evil demon because they are a family. After the flashback, Baini wakes up and blames Qingming that he is the culprit, who loots the scale stone and kills Simu. To confirm he is an innocent person, Qingming tells Baini about everything that happened since 7 years ago. That night, Simu has shifted his turn with Qingming to guard the scale stone, and Qingming has agreed. But not long after, Qingming senses Xiangliu's aura coming from the scale stone tower, so he hurries to check there. When he arrives, the tower is dissolved but the scale stone is still in there, while Simu is injured after being attacked by the ice demon. Qingming then starts to shock after seeing the ice demon is released from the demon prison, but he doesn't know anybody who releases her. However, the ice demon wants to attack Qingming at that time, but Qingming casts the protection spell to defend. Seeing this, the ice demon throws Simu's body at the protection spell, causing Simu's body to be shattered into a piece, and the ice demon disappears at the time. After explaining everything, Baini still doesn't believe him because there is no one who can confirm that everything he says is real. Meanwhile, Boya spots the room that Qingming locked the ferret, who swallowed the scale stone, while Boya thinks this room is storage that Qingming keeps the tributes after his robbing. Boya then pulls the spell out of the door, causing the ferret to show up, but now he is totally evil demon. The evil ferret then goes to attack Boya and others, until Qingming shows up and orders Boya gives him the Tushan sword. After that, Qingming uses the sword to stab the ferret. As the result, the ferret dies and the scale stone also appears. Seeing this, Baini goes to take the scale stone and claims that everything that Qingming used to tell her is lying. After that, she casts the teleport spell to leave, while Qingming feels sad after his spirit guardian died. Not long after, Baini arrives at a small bamboo forest, where a date place with the Inhuman Bureau's guards, to give the scale stone back to the Bureau. She then meets the Elder and she gives the stone to him, but suddenly, an ice bomb is thrown from nowhere, making a massive explosion, causing many of the guards to be freeze. After that, the ice demon shows up and attacks everyone to demand the scale stone, until the Elder is sacrificed his life to defend as well. In addition, Baini is injured and she almost dies, but suddenly, Qingming shows up and helps her from the ice demon. The ice demon then tells Qingming that, if he agrees to join with the demon, her master will provide him with everything he wants. After hearing this, Qingming knows that the evil demon is not only the ice demon, but she has the master, so Qingming decides to pursue her to find the truth. After Qingming leaves, Baini meets a mysterious demon, who tells her to hand the scale stone. But when she rejects him, the mysterious demon uses his demon hand to squeeze her neck to demand the stone. Meanwhile, Qingming and the ice demon attack each other, until Qingming is able to kill her and revenge for Simu, who was killed by her in the past 7 years ago. But surprisingly, in the last breath of the ice demon, she tells Qingming that Simu is her master. Meanwhile, the movie reveals that the mysterious demon who demands the scale stone from Baini is Simu. Simu tells Baini that, since he sees the power of the demon blood in Qingming's body, he thinks that the Yin-Yang master will unable to win the demon, and then he also prepares the plans to loot the scale stone to be his own. After talking, he kills Baini and takes the scale stone from her. After that, he absorbs the scale stone inside his body to turn him into the most powerful demon, while his demon hand also turns to be a huge monster. In addition, he goes to the demon realm and uses dark magic to turn every demon in the demon realm to become evil and invade the human world. Seeing this, all the spirits guardians of Qingming rush to use the spells, which have in the base to protect themselves, before the dark magic turns them to be evil demons. In addition, they decide to protect the human world from the evil demon, because they are the spirit guardians, which means that Qingming's duty is also their duty. After seeing this, Boya, Shenla, and the Red Ghost also join with them to defend the human world. Cuts to Qingming. After he knows the truth, he goes to meet Simu in the demon realm. There, Simu has revealed everything of his plan to Qingming, which his demon hand is cut when he tries to take the scale stone 7 years ago. After hearing this, Qingming goes to attack Simu, until he has an advantage to using the Tushan sword to stab Simu at his chest. Surprisingly, the scale stone's power in Simu's body helps him to block the Tushan sword's power, causing him to live, and he also destroys the sword. In addition, he fights back Qingming, until he gets a chance to knock out Qingming. Jumps to the group of the spirit guardians. They arrive at the bridge where is the way to travel between the human world and the demon world. Suddenly, a group of the mouse goes to bite the bridge from below to cut off the bridge to block the evil demons to be unable to pass. In addition, one of the spirit guardians turns herself to be a large tree to block the way to pass the bridge as well. After that, this group tries their best to attack the evil demons, who want to pass the bridge, while Boya, Shinla, and the Red Ghost are the same. Not long after, Boya, Shinla, and the Red Ghost are surrounded by the devil demons and they almost get the danger, but suddenly, the battle is stopped. It turns that, Simu arrives and he captures Qingming to be the hostage. In addition, he uses his big demon hand to stab Qingming in front of his spirit guardians, to declare that Qingming has died and the most powerful between the two worlds is Simu. He then drops Qingming out off the bridge, while Qingming's spirit guardians feel sad. But however, they still defend the bridge from the villains. Suddenly, half part of the bridge is destroyed by the mouses, while many of the evil demons are plunged. Seeing this, a group of the spirit guardians hurries to destroy more, while Boya jumps to a side of the bridge to attack the demons. At the same time, Qingming is plunging off the bridge, but he meets Xiangliu's soul in the illusion. Xiangliu shows Qingming about the situation of his spirit guardians in Baini, which they now are under attack. Xiangliu then tells him that, if Qingming agrees to help him, resurrecting again, he will help Qingming to defeat Simu, and help Baini including his spirit guardians. But for this deal, he suggests Qingming call him the master, which means that Qingming must obey him for all conditions. Jumping at the bridge, Boya tries to attack the evil demons by his best, but unfortunately, he is almost stabbed by the portmaster, but suddenly, the Red Ghost shows up and shields him. In addition, the Red Ghost throws Boya to a side of the bridge, before the Red Ghost caught the portmaster and jumps to break the bridge. At last, the Red Ghost falls off the bridge and just says goodbye to Boya before he died. Even though the bridge is destroyed, but Simu uses his big demon hand to connect the broken part of the bridge. He then manages his evil demons to pass the bridge, but suddenly, Qingming shows up and hits the demon hand away. Seeing this, Simu hurries to manage his demon hand to attack Qingming, but he always loses Qingming every time he attacks. Not long after, Qingming manages to break through the demon hand in Simu's body, and Qingming takes the scale stone off Simu's body as well. Because the scale stone is pulled out, Simu's body is disappearing bit by bit, until completed into the dust. Meanwhile, Baini wakes up in the forest, which means that she is resurrected after Simu died. She then hurries to cast the teleport spell to meet Qingming on the bridge and requests Qingming return to the Yin-Yang Bureau and take the scale stone to the original place. Hearing this, Qingming manages to destroy the scale stone and goes to inside the demon realm, while everyone starts to wonder. Suddenly, the movie flashback into the illusion between Qingming and Xiangliu when they make the deal in early. There, after Xiangliu wants to Qingming call him the master, Qingming threatens to reverse the spell to suicide, which means that, if Qingming died, Xiangliu will stick in the scale stone for eternity, and have no way to resurrect again. No choice, Xiangliu decides to be Qingming's spirit guardian, but Qingming must exchange with becoming a complete demon, and they live in one body to control the demon realm together. Finally, Qingming agrees and absorbs Xiangliu into his body, and this is the reason that he is unable to return to the Yin-Yang Bureau. After the flashback, Qingming has revoked the spell from his spirit guardians, which means that now they have no master and get the freedom, while Qingming himself goes back to the demon realm to become the demon emperor. At the end of the movie, Boya returns to the capital city and works as the captain guards, while he still wonders what happens to Qingming. During thinking, he meets Shinla in the city, and the two smiles at each other, and the movie is ended with this scene. Thank you to everyone that watched my video until the end. What do you think about this movie? Let me know in the comment below. From the Ultimate Recapped, see you in the next video.